In GISEC 2023, right, you have a plethora of products which are being at display here, right? And even the kind of product which we are positioning in at GISEC 2023 is from a very preemptive measure point of view. Most of the vendors who are out here always talk about how you can mitigate, or let's say how you can handle a particular attack or a particular breach after it has happened. But the space we operate in is from a predictive point of view. That means we predict a cyber attack even before it happens. That's the space we are in. And second of all, yes, we do have a lot of channels and partnership alliances here from the Middle East. Of course, Middle East is a very partnership ecosystem driven sort of an approach. And that's why, yes, we do have a partner. It goes by the name Clouds Dubai, who's present here as well with us. As I mentioned, right, the biggest pain point for any CISO, right, he or she basically get like a particular call, it could be late at night, only after an attack has happened. But if we are able to leverage and give these benefits to the CISOs in terms of giving them visibility or regarding their exposure and regarding the vulnerabilities which they might face beforehand, they will basically be able to handle it in a timely manner and not at an ungodly hour at the middle of the night when an attack actually happens, right? So that is why I would say the pain points, what all vendors here sort of need to take care of is the fact that if we can provide assistance to the CISOs and CIOs even before an attack happens, I would say. That's the game again, what we are into. One of the biggest expectations from the CISO is their visibility on the return on investment. Right? If a CISO is able to basically convince his management that with the implementation of such a solution, I am able to save so much for the company, right? Be it in terms of brand reputational damage or revenue leakage or anything along those lines, right? If the CISO is able to give this sort of a visibility to their management, I think there will be more budgets being pushed into the cybersecurity world, overall speaking. One of the biggest innovation, at least in just the last 2 years, is that, of course, we have released a new product which goes by the name S-Vigil, right, at CloudSEK. But the biggest innovation which we are sort of trying to bring onto the table is our ML AI modules, right? Our machine learning algorithm is developed over a database of the entire internet database, right? And what happens is that our ML modules correlates to the past behavioral patterns, understand what's happened in the past, and dependent upon all of that, that gets pushed to our AI module. And our AI module takes decision from a severity rating point of view. That means the CISO who's looking at a particular dashboard, they should not be bombarded with notifications which is overwhelming, right? They would want to see information which is of the highest level of criticality, and they can basically start taking mitigation measures from that aspect onwards. So innovation space, yes, ML modules, AI modules coming in, playing the whole game of prediction and giving that sort of judgment and decision-making aspects. That I would say is a great innovation in our sector. See, even from a channel partner point of view, right, the biggest thing what they are sort of focusing on, they should leverage innovations which is coming up, right? The olden age or the traditional old school thought process of, let's say, attack happens, then come and mitigating it is a thing of the past. It's not there. Now the channel partners are the mediators, let's say, between a vendor as well as the end customer. They need to be leveraged or given enough accessibility in terms of showing it to their end customer that, okay, take a look at these AI-based solutions which will help us mitigate, let's say, a lot of human efforts which are traditionally been taken care of. Right now, if you look at it, like our incident response or identifying, there's a lot of manual effort even till date. Like you will have an army of analysts looking at different dashboards, going through vulnerabilities line item by line item. You don't need to do that anymore. With AI coming in, half the job can be taken care of AIs, and channel partners and distributors sort of have to leverage this and help the end customer realize that they can actually reduce upon cost while they're actually safeguarding the entire organization as a whole.